Hello, church family. It's Wednesday, and so here's your Wednesday Minister Moment. On Monday, Adam talked about the fall, about how the fall brings us beauty of colors. All the leaves begin to change. I want you to think about that a little bit. Isn't that a wonderful thing that God provides for us this variety of colors during the fall? But He provides for us a lot of variety. Think about sunsets and all the colors in a wonderful, beautiful sunset. What about the differences in creation? That we have all these different types of vegetation. We have all these different types of animals. The landscape just changes as you go through our country and as you go around the world. And what God provides for us is this variety, these differences that provide beauty. And we appreciate those things, don't we? Don't you appreciate a beautiful sunset? Don't you appreciate the colors that you're able to see with your eyes? What would it be like if everything was just the same? One color, different shades. Only one plant that we ever see, only one animal that we ever see. Everybody was exactly identical to one another. Diversity is a gift. God has blessed us with that because He knows we need that. It reminds me of a passage in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, where Paul is talking about the body of Christ. And he says that we are all one body, but we're different parts. Jesus is the head of the body, but we are different parts. Some people may be like a hand, or they may be like a foot, or they may be like eyes. If our bodies were all one thing, we wouldn't work right, but we have different parts. And that's important. It's a gift. And he goes on to say in this passage, Paul writes these words. He says, in fact, some parts of the body that seem weakest and least important are actually the most necessary. And the parts we regard as less honorable are those we clothe with the greatest care. So we carefully protect those parts that should not be seen, while the more honorable parts do not require this special care. So God has put the body together such that extra honor and care are given to those parts that have less dignity. This makes for harmony among the members, so that all the members care for each other. If one part suffers, all parts suffer with it. If one part is honored, all parts are glad. You see, as our body cares for itself, and you know that happens, like if you stub your toe, what do? Your hands reach out for your foot. You feel pain throughout your body, even though your toe is the one hurting. Well, in the body of Christ, we should have the same care for each other. If one part rejoices, we rejoice. If one part is suffering, we suffer with them. We care about them. Because even though they may be different from us, we appreciate them. We all need to feel appreciation. Have you ever gone through a time where you just didn't feel appreciated? You felt like nobody really cared about you? I've talked to people before who've dealt with that, and I've dealt with that myself. So what we need to do as the body of Christ is to make sure people know that we're appreciated. Just a few weeks ago, Cheryl and I got a card from someone. We don't know who sent it to us. They didn't write their name on it. They gave us a little gift card to a restaurant, and they just wanted us to know that they appreciated us. That meant a great deal to us. And when you get things like that, it just encourages you and builds you up and helps you to keep going. When you don't feel appreciated, you don't feel like continuing. You don't feel like you want to keep working at whatever it is you're doing. But what we need to know, and what we need from others and each other, is to know that we're appreciated. So my encouragement to you is, as the body of Christ, who are other members of our body who need to be encouraged? Who are the people in your life who need to be encouraged, who need to know that you appreciate them, that you may appreciate their different gifts that they bring to the table? That even though they may not be like you or may not even think the same way as you, that you appreciate them for who they are. Because diversity is a gift. And we are all a part of the same body. So even though we may be diverse, we're still one. And as one body, let's rejoice with one another. Let's suffer with one another. Let's encourage each other and show each other that we appreciate each other. It can make a difference in somebody's day. That's my encouragement to you, and I hope you have a great week.